Tips for Travel. It's myOrganized.life, live November 19th, 2018. Okay, it's only a couple days before...
To grandmother's house we go.
Yes,
no,
except we're not going by carriage.
Then wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah.
That's
what is that?
Jingle
Over
bells.
the hills and
through the woods to grandmother's house we go.
That's not Jingle Bells.
The horse
Jingle
and the
Bells,
wagon.
Jingle Bells.
I know, but isn't that a verse of Jingle Bells?
Well, let's see. So it goes...
Oh boy,
Over
let's
the
not
hills
go
we
there.
go.
Dashing through the snow.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a different one.
Okay.
That's not that, but this is myOrganized.life live holiday edition, Thanksgiving week. I'm John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and only work 3 days this week.
Yes, that is true.
And we're only going to do 2 shows.
Two shows, and why is that?
We had a committee meeting, you and I.
I led.
You led the meeting, and you said, I bring a motion that we do not do a podcast and a show on Wednesday.
People are going to be traveling.
People
it's
are
like
traveling.
the busiest travel day of the
I know.
year.
It is.
People aren't going to be watching this show as
Yes.
sorry as, or as sad as that is to say. As sorry as we are to hear that.
Oh, yes.
We understand.
We understand, and
So we're going to save the podcast for
next time.
Next week.
Yeah.
And who is it?
Who is it? I believe it is our friend.
Is it Louise?
Louise
When
Kurzika.
Hey.
And speaking of Louise,
Yes,
gosh, what a transition.
That was a total fluke, wasn't it?
That's why I think we were supposed to do that.
Yes.
It was
an omen.
meant to be. Okay. So anyway, we're talking about Louise Kurzika. If you don't know who Louise Kurzika is,
she's
you've been hiding under a stone or something.
Yes.
Right?
She's the organizers of organizers.
Yes.
In Minnesota.
In Minnesota. She's on TV all over the place, and she's on this show a lot.
Yep.
Because she comes into the actual studio. Mm-hmm. And we had her in fact, a couple of years ago.
Yes.
What number is this podcast?
Oh, this is podcast 40. So this was...
This might have been her first.
Way back.
Could this have been her? No, it wasn't her first. Her first one was the one we did by Skype and kind of cut her head off.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was
back in the
dark
old
ages.
days. Yeah.
Before the studio, we had your little office.
Yes, that was something.
Yeah.
Those were the years.
Yep.
Anyway, but we had Louise come into the studio after we built it, and she talked about tips for travel. And one great thing about Louise is she always has props.
She's got like the magician's bag.
She does. She comes with a magician's bag.
Next thing you know, a big lamp is going to come out, and her umbrella.
And she's got like the car travel kit, for example.
She does.
So lots of travel going on this week. So let's play a clip right now from that podcast, Tips for Travel.
Well, the first step always when we're doing anything, right? Make a list.
Okay.
And how easy has Smead made it to make the packing list?
Well, where would you get that? Smead.com, I bet, huh?
As a backslash checklists, I believe.
There we go.
Yeah, at the Smead Ergonomics website. Of course, as you and I know, tons of checklists, but this is a really comprehensive travel packing list because you want to know what you're taking with you, and this also kind of reminds you of some things you might forget if you didn't have the list there. So that's the starting point.
Okay. So
we do have a lot of other things.
Okay, I want to go on vacation. I mean, it's vacation time of the year.
Let's talk by car because a lot of families, I think, since the recession, have rethought their vacation plans, and not everybody flies to the Caribbean. There are a lot of people who will again continue to see our national parks and travel by car, and might be driving a number of hours in a day, seeing some sights. So it's a little bit of different travel piece, and the things you take with you can make a difference. So one of the things that you want to do first is, if you're going to travel by car, obviously part of planning, get your car serviced and checked out.
Yes.
Make sure that everything is up to snuff, that you're not going to have car troubles. Now, I know some people have looked at an alternate way of transporting themselves. Instead of using their own car, they've actually rented a vehicle. And that might be because your car is a little bit older and you're a little worried. I don't want to get stuck in Oklahoma, having to put in a new radiator. Or maybe there's extended family members, grandparents are going to attend, and we just don't have enough room, so we need to rent a larger one. And actually, that's a great way to test out a vehicle you might be interested in buying, because now you're going to have it for several days and go on a trip. A couple of other things organizationally, when you've got your trip planned and you're going to be needing maps and such, or guidebooks, get them all organized in one place. This is a nice little container, zippered, very easy to keep next to the driver, so that when you do need to refer to your maps, you're not going to be fumbling around looking and trying, well, where do we put that? So we're kind of creating a kit, if you will. And that's a theme you're going to see here in keeping you organized in travel is to create kits around the function of something.
Now that's for the people who don't have the fancy schmancy GPS on their phone but what I found on those sometimes, you get the directions, and all of a sudden, I was actually just on a trip where we were looking for a Starbucks.
Yep.
We come in and it says, "You have reached your destination." I go, "That's not Starbucks, that's Panera." And evidently, Starbucks had been there a couple of years ago, so the maps aren't that updated.
Yeah,
so.
you can't always count it, or you'll get to that turn left here, left here, and then turn around,
Yes.
turn around, and
What's
turn around
going
where?
on? Yes.
Yeah. So another tip for you is actually in Minnesota we have what's called 511, which gives you a phone call away from updated road conditions, closures, and so forth. And most state Department of Transportations have a similar function.
Okay.
So that's a great thing to have on your phone, ready and programmed
absolutely.
if you do run into trouble. But I always say having a backup map is a good idea. It really is, because if you don't get service on it, or your device breaks, or something else is a problem, you have a backup.
Right.
So a couple of other things that I like to say are important to have are to look at the kids. So kids are going to be traveling in the car. We want to keep them busy. They're going to be there for more than just the 20 minutes to soccer practice that they're used to. And so I suggest that every family member have their own backpack of their stuff. Now, I want you to notice how lightweight this backpack is.
That's really light.
It's not their school backpack. You want to find something that's really not necessarily form-fitting, because you're not trying to protect, crystal in here or some fine item. This is for them to have things like a pillow, their favorite toy, some books or other amusements that they might have. And then you might even put snacks and juice and other things on a daily basis that are fresh into this. But it also teaches responsibility to those kids, because now this is by them in their place or down in front of them on the floor in the car, and they have to maintain it. It's not a mom and dad kind of thing. If you need something, look in your pack.
I'd like that little animal, by the way.
Would you like him? He's kind of, maybe we'll have him.
He
just
could hang out with us here.
Work our way.
Look at
our
that.
way.
Oh,
Isn't he
fun? He's nice.
He's a good guy.
He's going to watch us here. Okay, what else do you got for the car, Louise?
Okay, well, again, traveling by car, things could get a little messy, because we're probably going to be doing some eating of snacks and other things, and maybe even a couple of meals in the car. So I think it's also good to always have a car kit. And what you want to have in that car kit, and it could just be simple, it's a great way to use some of these bags that we can repurpose that we got at a trade show or some event. So there's going to be some messes. We need some paper towels, and we need some window cleaner. That's going to happen, because window cleaner can clean up the dashboard and other things, or spills as well, but it also will clean the windows, because finger marks and everything else on there. Absolutely, you need some sanitary wipes,
that is a great
because that's going to be a piece that's going to get used quite a bit. Not a bad idea to have an extra roll of toilet tissue. Sometimes we stop at rest stops, or we have emergency stops that we need something help. Things like, again, a small pack of wipes for just the hands, not for cleaning up. So in other words, kind of look at what is going on and what do we need here that's going to help us make sure that the car can survive the trip as well as us.
Absolutely. All right, there you go. The car kit.
The car kit.
You
it's
got
great.
You got to admit,
I know.
she's got it figured out.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks, Louise. And we'll have Louise on in
next
a week.
Yep.
Because we're dark on Wednesday.
We're dark Wednesday, Thursday,
and
Friday. Are you going shopping on Black Friday?
I shop all online now.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm done with that in the store stuff.
Okay.
I just like, for example, go to myOrganized.life, where starting tomorrow we could probably tease that.
Are we going to tease that? Okay, go ahead.
So you have to go. You'll be able to actually find it if you go to the site tomorrow. We're starting our Black Friday
at midnight though tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Well, that would be actually tonight.
When?
What? Well, because it's
I thought
like
it goes live Wednesday.
No, it goes live. Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
It goes live Wednesday.
Okay, so
if you're a night owl and you're up at
midnight on Wednesday.
Right.
So
Tuesday going into Wednesday.
12:00 a.m.
Right.
Wednesday. We have a big, let's see, it's going to be Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday sale going at myOrganized.life.
And what's the percentage off?
30% off.
30%,
so now,
that's
what we
a good
just
deal.
did by saying that is anyone who was going to buy something today or tomorrow is
going to hold off.
They're going to hold off, but people are
sales
holding
will
off anyway.
Slump for a couple days.
We'll make up the difference.
Okay.
But anyway, so you were asking why I like to shop online.
Yep, I have a lot online stuff done.
I've already been looking too, and I've already actually bought something
I have
for
too.
myself.
Wow.
But
okay.
I've been looking at other things. Like one thing I'd like this year is a little. We have one, but it doesn't work very well, so we need a new one. One of those projection alarm clocks that goes on your ceiling.
Yeah, so you can see the time when
So
you're
you can
laying
see the
there.
time, but also it has to have the temperature, and then you put a little gauge outside. So while you're in bed, you look up, you see the time, and then you see what the outside temperature is.
Oh, and why do you like that?
Because
so you don't have to roll over to look at the clock?
So, well, yeah, the clock, my current clock also, I can barely read.
Oh.
You know, it's one with the hands.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's like, when you try to set the alarm for like, let's say 5:30, you're going to get somewhere between like 5:20 and 5:40.
Got it.
Because, you know, just a little, it's really weird. So
Got it.
that has to go.
Okay.
That was a gift from someone, I think. But it's going this year. So even if I have to buy my own projection clock, I'm going to.
So then how do you read the clock during the day?
You don't.
You just are passing by your bedroom,
you have to look at the
time.
actual unit because, it's too much light.
Okay.
But
Got
these things have these colorful screens on them now where it's really easy, and they got the nice big numbers, so it's like, and it's digital, so.
I still have my digital alarm clock from when I was a kid with the red numbers. It has the radio built in. I use that as my alarm clock every day.
You know what I don't have
Drew
it
makes
anymore.
fun of me.
One I had before digital was in, they had the one with little flip over numbers. So,
cool.
So it was the big numbers, but
nice.
it wasn't digital. Flipped over, like.
Oh, that's cool. Do you still have it?
No.
That would be a nice prop for right back there.
Yes, that was, it'd probably be about the same era as
Probably.
that little rack, wouldn't it? Okay, boy, we are rambling on, but
traveling.
we're ready to travel because we only have a couple days left here before Thanksgiving. So we'll be in tomorrow for our final show of this week, and then we'll be on vacation, probably traveling by car. I'll be traveling up north on Friday.
I won't be traveling far.
That's actually when we do a lot of our shopping. We will be on the phone.
Okay.
You know,
not while you're driving.
No, I'm driving. My wife is on the phone, and she's, oh, let's get that. Sounds good. Order. Boom. So we get Black Friday deals. We're online. Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow. Technology.
Then we go internet free for a few days.
Cool.
And everyone gets really touchy.
Antsy.
Yeah, it's like, I got to check my Instagram.
Check Instagram.
Oh my
Who's
God.
swiping what?
It's been like,
2 hours?
2 hours since I checked it. Someone may have posted something. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you have anything planned for this week? Staying in town?
Staying in town.
Not going to be doing the car traveling? Although aren't
Nope.
you going down south a little bit for...
Nope, that's a different
sister?
Different brother.
Oh, different brother. Okay. All right. That's it for today. We will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, right here on myOrganized.life. Stock up on your favorite organizing products now at myOrganized.life. This is the perfect time of year to equip your office with file folders, expanding files, project organizers, and more. And introducing our new bright white folder line that coordinates with any office decor. It's easy, shop online, and it's delivered right to your office. Stock up now on your favorites with everything you need at myOrganized.life. That's myOrganized.life. myOrganized.life.